let's talk about the stupidest wars anybody ever fought. The official ones with armies. There's a war in the record books over a bucket, a war over a pig, a war whose only confirmed casualty was a kettle of soup. And we're going to walk through them together because they have got one thing in common, and it's hiding in plain sight. And once you have seen it, you will start seeing it in your own life, which is the part we're actually after. So here's our man, and he's got a bucket. It's a good bucket. It's his bucket. He uses it for water, which is the whole job of a bucket. And he's never once thought about it because who thinks about their bucket? And one morning it is gone. And we want you to watch what he wants because it stays this small for the whole film. He wants his bucket back. That's it. That is the entire thing he's asking of the world. But watch what everybody around him wants, because it is not the bucket. His neighbors here, they took his bucket, and something lights up in them that has nothing to do with fetching water. By lunchtime, it's not a bucket, it's an insult. By dinner, it's not an insult, it's a principle. And we all know the sentence, because we've all said the sentence, it's not about the bucket. And here's the thing we've learned from 700 years of people saying that the moment somebody says, it's not about the thing is finished mattering, and the war has already started. Now, the history, because this really is in the books. In 1325, the Italian cities of Modena and Bologna went to war, and the story everyone tells is that Modena stole Bologna's bucket. 32,000 men on one side, 7,000 on the other. A battle at a place called Zappolino, and about 2,000 people dead on the field. Over a bucket. Except, and this is the part we love, it was not over the bucket. The two cities had hated each other for generations. Pope's side against emperor's side, and the war actually started over a captured fortress, which is the normal, boring way wars start. The bucket came after. Modena won, marched through, and took a bucket as a souvenir. A trophy. And then the trophy became the story. And the story became the war's name. And 700 years later, the fortress is forgotten, and the bucket is still hanging in a tower in Modena. You can visit it. They never gave it back. Our man is in the queue right now, and we should warn him. They are not going to give it to him either. And once you know to look for the small thing standing in front of the big thing, you find it everywhere. In 1784, the Holy Roman Emperor sent ships down a Dutch river he wasn't allowed to use, and the Dutch fired exactly one cannonball, and it hit exactly one thing: a soup kettle on the deck of the flagship. The Emperor's fleet surrendered. One shot, one kettle, no dead. It's remembered as the Kettle War, which tells you the kettle immediately got a better publicist than the treaty dispute. In 1859, the United States and the British Empire nearly went to war over an island near Seattle because an American farmer shot a British pig that was eating his potatoes. They sent soldiers, they sent warships. 14 years of military standoff. And the total casualty list, beginning to end, is the pig. And in 1838, France invaded Mexico in what's called the Pastry War, because a French pastry chef said Mexican officers had wrecked his shop. Except France was really there to collect 600,000 pesos of old debts, and the chef was the excuse. The little story you could put on the poster. We're seeing the pattern now, you and us both. The kettle, the pig, the pastry, none of them started anything. They got promoted. So here's the why, and we think it's the good part, because it lets everybody off the hook a little, including us. Why does a country with a navy care about one pig? Because a country is basically a gentleman with a flag, and we've been here before. A nation's word is its credit. Back down over the small thing, and every rival watching learns that you back down. And next time it won't be a pig, it'll be a border. So the pig isn't a pig. It's a test of what you do when tested, which is why nobody can afford to laugh and walk away, which is how you get warships in a potato field. Every general in that room can do the maths. It's the duel again. Except the gentleman is 40 million people, and the glove is a farm animal. But that only explains why they fight. It does not explain why we remember it as the bucket. And that's the deeper trick. 2,000 dead over papal authority versus imperial authority. That is not a story. That is homework. 2,000 dead over a bucket? That you can stitch. The bucket version survives because it's tellable. And every time we tell it, we vote for it. This film is stitching a bucket right now. We're doing it to you as we speak. The trophy isn't what the war was about. The trophy is what the war becomes when it turns into a story. And the story is the only part that survives. The fortress that actually started it, we've already forgotten its name, all of us together. We said it 90 seconds ago. So our man reaches the front of the queue in the tower in Modena today. And there it is, the bucket in a case, lit like a crown jewel, 700 years of pride hanging on a nail. And he asks politely, because he's a polite man, "Can I have it back?" And the answer is no. Not angry, cheerful. It's heritage now. It's not even the real bucket on display. The real one is locked away, which means they're guarding a copy of a souvenir of a war that wasn't about it. He looks at it for a long time. And then he does the most sensible thing anyone does in this entire film. He goes to a shop and he buys a new bucket. Costs him almost nothing. Works exactly as well. The whole war refunded in a minute and a half. Which brings us to yours, because you have wars like this, and so do we. The neighbor's fence, the group chat, the thing at work with the meeting room, and the 700-year lesson is one question asked early. What is this actually about? Because if the honest answer we give ourselves is the bucket, you can buy another bucket, and it's over by lunch. And if the honest answer is it's not about the bucket, then you're the one holding the glove, and you should know what that costs. Almost nothing you'll ever fight over is the thing itself. It's what the thing will say about you, and you get to decide, before the trophy gets a tower, that it won't say anything at all. Go check what your buckets are. And if somebody took one, honestly, it's probably fine. Buy the new bucket. Skip the war. Nobody stitches a tapestry about the man who went home, and that's exactly why he's the one who wins.